One of the first things that I'd like you to try to do with ProBuilder is to build a poly shape. So here in the ProBuilder window, in the ProBuilder panel, there is a button named New Poly Shape. If you do not see this as text, there are two modes for ProBuilder. It's either icon mode or text mode. I prefer working in text mode. It will make it very obvious what I'm referring to. If you prefer icon mode, you are welcome to switch it over to icon mode. So, by choosing New Poly Shape, you'll see a new game object gets created, but there's nothing in the scene yet, and that's because a poly shape doesn't know what it looks like until we tell it. To do that, we click in the scene window, and as you notice, I'm laying down vertices, and those vertices are being connected by edges, and when I then click to close, once the loop is closed, a skin for the mesh is formed, but I'm not done yet. I can also add depth or height and then commit by clicking. And now the shape is still editable. I can highlight a vertex and drag it to a new location to change the mesh. I can click on the green drag handle and change the height or turn it into depth. I can also move my cursor close to an edge and you'll see that little green indicator. If I click, a new vertex is added there. The mesh updates to allow for those new triangles, and the mesh updates and is textured as need be. If I determine that perhaps a vertex isn't needed, I can click once on the vertex, and if I hit the delete key on a Mac keyboard or backspace on a Windows keyboard, that vertex disappears and an edge is drawn between the two vertices, one on either side of it. After I have clicked completely away and maybe selected a new object, if I come back and select my poly shape, it is a unit unto itself. If I decide that I need to continue to make changes to the poly shape, if I come into the inspector and scroll down, you'll see a component called Poly Shape that has a large button that says Edit. When you click Edit Poly Shape, the vertices reappear, and you can continue to edit the shape as you need to. And create whatever bounding shape that you are looking for. Finally, if you create a new poly shape on top of a preceding poly shape, the surface of the poly shape becomes the ground rather than the ground of the world, and then that makes it possible for you to stack shapes in a layer cake effect to quickly build out plateaus or surfaces or some such. So experiment with Polyshape for a little bit. It's a fun little tool, but it does take a little getting used to. And hopefully you'll create some fun things with it.